पानी लाई थी तुमने?
लाई थी वो ग्रीन वाले पर।
Hello, wonderful people out there. Today I am here at Miss Sunny and you're watching my General Knowledge channel, Sunny's General Knowledge Miss Sunny GK World. My friends, today I brought a very important topic and that is the history of entire Europe. The historical, the places to visit in Europe. So, due to the fact this video is too long to handle and that's why I have decided to take some help from other sides. This is my creation and I have created this video only for educational use and to pick up the lives of many or thousands of newcomers, those are facing the problem of deep general knowledge in their life. So I have decided to make this beautiful video for that. Hope you love it and I only request you to, if you liked any single part of the video, please hit the subscribe button, like below this video, and your job is to share the video link on your WhatsApp groups in between your family and friends around the globe, and also follow my Facebook, Instagram and Thread pages. And one more thing, we also upload our videos on Dailymotion channels and on Telegram channel. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, and let's begin this beautiful video at Miss Sunny here. Let's start. The ultimate guide to historical places to visit in Europe. Europe is a living museum. Across its cities, islands, mountains, and countryside, you will find layers of civilization built upon one another. From prehistoric stone circles and Greek temples to Roman arenas, medieval castles, Renaissance cathedrals, and powerful 20th century memorials. Each monument reflects political power, religion, art, war, trade, and human ambition. Below is a detailed exploration of the most important historical places to visit in Europe, organized by era and region. Prehistoric and ancient Europe image. 1. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge, built between 3000 and 2000 BC, Stonehenge remains one of Europe's greatest prehistoric mysteries. Massive standing stones, some transported over 150 miles, are arranged in a circular formation aligned with the summer and winter solstices. Archaeologists believe it functioned as a ceremonial and astronomical site. Visiting at sunrise or sunset offers a powerful connection to Europe's earliest spiritual traditions. 2. Acropolis of Athens, Greece. Acropolis of Athens. The Acropolis represents the height of classical Greek civilization, 5th century BC. It includes the iconic Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena. The harmony, balance, and precision of its design shaped Western architecture for centuries. The Acropolis Museum nearby deepens understanding of ancient democracy, philosophy, and art. Colosseum, Rome. Colosseum, constructed between 70 to 80 AD, this massive amphitheater could seat over 50,000 spectators. Gladiator contests and dramatic performances showcased Roman engineering brilliance and imperial power. Nearby Roman forum ruins allow visitors to walk through the political heart of ancient Rome. Now 4. Pont de Garde, France. Pont de Garde, a three-tiered Roman aqueduct bridge built in the 1st century AD. It demonstrates Rome's advanced infrastructure. It once carried water over 30 miles to the city of Nice. Now 5. Italy. Pompeii. When Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, Pompeii was frozen in time. Streets, homes, frescoes, and even food were preserved under volcanic ash. It offers an intimate glimpse into daily Roman life. Byzantine and medieval Europe image. Number 6. Hagia Sophia, Turkey. Hagia Sophia, built in 537 AD. Hagia Sophia was the world's largest cathedral for nearly a millennium. Its enormous dome and golden mosaics symbolize Byzantine architectural genius. It later became a mosque and now functions as a mosque again, reflecting layers of religious transformation. Number 7. Notre Dame Cathedral. Notre Dame Cathedral, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, 12th to 14th century, features flying buttresses, rose windows, and sculpted gargoyles. It represents medieval Christianity's spiritual power. 8. Alhambra, Spain. Alhambra. This 13th century Moorish palace complex showcases Islamic art in Europe. Intricate tile work, peaceful courtyards, and water gardens reveal the sophistication of Al-Andalus culture before Spain's Christian reconquest. Tower 9. Tower of London, England. Tower of London. Founded by William the Conqueror in 1066, it served as royal palace, fortress, prison, and treasury. Today it houses the crown jewels. Number 10. Doge's Palace, Italy. Doge's Palace, political center of the Venetian Republic. It reflects Venice's maritime power. Gothic architecture combined with Renaissance art makes it unique. Renaissance and Baroque Europe image. 11. Sagrada Familia, Spain. Sagrada Familia, designed by Antoni Gaudí in 1882, this basilica blends Gothic and Art Nouveau styles. Its organic shapes and symbolic facades make it one of Europe's most distinctive churches. 12. Lecce, Italy. Lecce, often called the Florence of the South, Lecce's Baroque churches feature intricate stone carvings and dramatic facades. 13. Palermo Cathedral, Sicily. Palermo Cathedral, a mix of Norman, Arab, Gothic, and Baroque styles, reflecting Sicily's multicultural past. 14. Valley of the Temples, Sicily.
I'm sure that you are getting good knowledge about the world and keep on enjoying only one thing I want. Just hit the subscribe and the like below this video. Keep on enjoying the videos for like that.
Europe's highest active volcano, shaping Sicily's agriculture and folklore. 17. Trulli of Alberobello, Puglia. Trulli of Alberobello, conical stone houses unique to southern Italy and protected by UNESCO. Number 18. Castel del Monte, Italy. Castel del Monte, a geometrically perfect 13th century castle built by Emperor Frederick II. Greek islands and Mediterranean heritage image. 19. Old Fortress of Corfu. Old Fortress of Corfu, Venetian fortress guarding Mediterranean trade routes. 20. Delos, Greece. Delos, sacred island believed to be birthplace of Apollo and Artemis. 21. Temple of Apphia, Agony. Temple of Apphia, part of a sacred triangle with Athens and Sumer. Number 22. Monastery of St. John, Patmos. Monastery of St. John the Theologian, UNESCO site linked to the Book of Revelation. Modern Europe and World War sites. Image 23. Eiffel Tower, France. Eiffel Tower, built in 1889 for the World Fair, it symbolizes industrial innovation. 24. Brandenburg Gate, Germany. Brandenburg Gate, neoclassical monument representing German unity after the Cold War. Auschwitz-Birkenau, Poland. Auschwitz-Birkenau, memorial and museum preserving the memory of Holocaust victims. Berlin Wall Memorial, Germany. Berlin Wall, a reminder of Cold War division and eventual reunification. Why Europe's historical sites matter. Europe contains over 400 UNESCO World Heritage Sites representing thousands of years of architectural evolution. These places are not only monuments but storytellers, revealing the birth of democracy in Greece, Roman engineering mastery, Islamic art in Spain, Christian Gothic cathedrals, Renaissance creativity, Industrial Revolution innovation, lessons from world wars. From the prehistoric stones of England to the marble temples of Greece and the castles of Italy, Europe offers an unparalleled journey through human civilization. If you would like, from prehistory to the modern age, Europe's story stretches back over 18,000 years, evolving through prehistoric cultures, classical civilizations, empires, religious transformations, artistic revolutions, and world wars. Below is a deeper exploration of these eras and the remarkable landmarks that define them. Prehistoric and ancient Europe, c. 16,000 BC to 500 AD. Image, prehistoric Europe, the first civilizations. One of the earliest advanced cultures in Western Europe was the Magdalenian culture, c. 16,000 BC, known for cave art and stone tools across France, Germany, and Spain. These hunter-gatherers left behind artistic evidence of early human creativity. Stonehenge, Built around 3000 to 2000 BC, this mysterious stone circle likely served astronomical and ceremonial purposes. Its alignment with the solstice suggests advanced prehistoric knowledge. Classical Greece, birthplace of democracy and philosophy. Ancient Greece shaped Western philosophy, drama, mathematics, and democracy. Acropolis of Athens. The Acropolis stands as a symbol of classical Greek achievement. Parthenon, dedicated to goddess Athena, representing harmony and proportion in architecture. Roman Empire, engineering and expansion. The Roman Empire, 27 BC, 476 AD, united much of Europe under one political and cultural system. Colosseum, massive amphitheater, 70 to 80 AD, hosting gladiator games. Pont du Gard, Roman aqueduct bridge demonstrating advanced engineering. Pompeii, city preserved by volcanic eruption in 79 AD. Dag, Roman and Byzantine legacy, 353 AD image. As Rome declined, the Eastern Roman, Byzantine Empire preserved classical knowledge and Christian traditions. Hagia Sophia, built in 537 AD, it was the world's largest cathedral for nearly 1,000 years. Its dome is a masterpiece of Byzantine engineering. Venetian Castle shows layers of Byzantine and Venetian rule in the Mediterranean. Monastery of St. John the Theologian, founded in 1088, linked to the Book of Revelation. Panagia Ekatantouiliani, one of the oldest Christian churches in Greece. Medieval and Renaissance Europe, 500 to 1600, image medieval period. Feudal kingdoms, crusades, Gothic cathedrals, and fortified castles define this era. Alhambra, a Moorish palace complex reflecting Islamic art and architecture in Spain. Notre Dame Cathedral, Gothic architecture with flying buttresses and stained glass. Doge's Palace, political center of the Venetian Republic. Renaissance and artistic revival. Europe rediscovered classical knowledge, leading to scientific and artistic breakthroughs. Sagrada Familia, designed by Antoni Gaudí, blending Gothic and modernist styles. Modern era World Wars, 1700 to 20th century. Image, Industrial Revolution. Europe led technological and industrial growth. Eiffel Tower, built in 1889, symbolizing industrial progress and engineering innovation. World War II and division. The 20th century reshaped Europe politically and emotionally. Brandenburg Gate, symbol of German reunification after Cold War division. Auschwitz-Birkenau, memorial and reminder of the Holocaust tragedy. Sicily, a living museum of civilizations. Image Sicily reflects Greek, Roman, Arab, Norman, and Spanish influence. Valley of the Temples, 8 Greek temples in remarkable condition. Villa Romana del Casale, 4th century Roman mosaics. Mount Etna, Europe's highest active volcano. Palermo Cathedral, Arab-Norman architectural blend. Greek theater of Taormina, overlooking Etna and the sea. Puglia, southern Italy's hidden treasure image, truly of Alberobello, conical stone houses. Lecce, known as Florence of the South for Baroque style. Ostum, the White City, Basilica di San Nicola, pilgrimage site of St. Nicholas. Castel del Monte, geometric medieval fortress. Greek islands, mythology and maritime power image. Old fortress of Corfu, Venetian stronghold. Delos, mythical birthplace of Apollo. Temple of Aphaia, part of sacred triangle with Athens and Samos. Pyrgos, marble craftsmanship heritage. Why Europe's heritage is unique. Over 400 plus UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Blend of Greek, Roman, Islamic, Christian, Byzantine, and modern cultures. Architectural evolution from megalithic stones to iron towers. Living cities built upon ancient ruins. If you'd like, I can also turn this into
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We the coals they take us higher. The night's young, just begun. Hello friends, you are watching Sunny's General Knowledge World, means Sunny's GK World. On this video, we will provide some very fascinating and unique informations about the past, about the world. Now in this today's topic, I have chosen to tell you something about various types of monuments and historical places in India. Now, today I will discuss about the truth and the story of Taj Mahal that is in Agra. So, before starting this video, I request you to please hit the subscribe bell and like button below this video so that whenever we launches our new video, you will never get to miss that upcoming video. You can able to watch that video particularly, especially for you, fully without paying even a single pie for that. So click the subscribe bell and like, and also one more thing, share the video link and channel link on WhatsApp group in between your friends and family, and also follow my Facebook, Instagram and Thread pages. One more thing, you can also watch our videos on Dailymotion channels and Telegram channels. So let's begin this today's video. Who could ever think that an eternal love leading to the saga of infinity? Bondage can evolve out of desert like land and would bloom, or you can say blossom, to be the reason to gift our world a poem in marble, the Taj says. No image of the Taj, neither on canvas nor on celluloid, can adequately express its conceptual imaginary nor convey the legend, the poetry and the romance that shrouds what Rabindranath Tagore calls a teardrop on the cheek of time. The Taj Mahal, a spectacle in white marble, unparalleled to any other monument in the world or on earth, unparalleled in grandeur, that depicts the sheer opulence of an era. The awesome structure, the monument of love that Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan gave to the world, stands as a testimony of his intense love for his wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is a romance celebrated in marble and glorified with precise and semi-precise precious stones, and that the way to appreciate it. Uttar Pradesh, the land of the Taj, is rich in its cultural heritage and has always been a prominent arena of politics, and various types of parties engage in that since the ancient time. Agra, the city of the Taj and once the capital of the Mughal Emperor during the 16th through the early 18th centuries, enjoys a close proximity to the national capital city of New Delhi. Tourists from all over the world try to come here. Tourists from all over the world visit Agra to make a pilgrimage to Taj Mahal, India. most famous architectural wonder in a land where a magnificent temples and edifices abundant to remind visitors about the rich civilization of a country that is slowly but surely lifting itself into a industrialized society as well. Taj Mahal means crown palace and is in fact the most well preserved and archaeologically you can say ki as far as art wise and beauty and the cutting of stones and its beautiful dome in the world made by various white marble itself looks beautiful. The English poet Sir Edwin Arnold had described the Taj as not a piece of art as other buildings are, but the proud passions of an emperor's love wrote in living stones. It is a romance celebrated in marble and glorified with precious and semi-precious stones, and that's the way to appreciate it. Taj Mahal stands on the bank of river Yamuna, which otherwise deserves as a white most defending the great Red Fort of Agra, the center of the Mughal emperors until they moved their capital to Delhi in 1637. It was built by the fifth Mughal emperor Shahjahan in 1631 in memory of his third but the most favorite wife, in fact, his soulmate Mumtaz Mahal, a Muslim Persian princess. She died while accompanying her husband in Burhanpur in a campaign to crush a rebellion after giving birth to her 13th child. The death so crushed the emperor that all his hair and beard were said to have grown snow white in a few months. When Mumtaz Mahal was still alive, she instructed four promises from the emperor. First, that he build the Taj. Second, that he should marry again. Third, that he be kind of their children. And fourth, that he visit the tomb on her death anniversary. However, due to ill health and being under house arrest by his own son and successor to the throne, that man is Aurangzeb, buried him from continue to keep the last promises. The Taj rises on a high, red sandstone base topped by a huge white. This is a very, very beautiful story. Huge white marble terrace on which rests the famous dome flanked by four tapering minarets. Within the dome lies the jewel inlaid cenotaph of the queen. So executes is the workmanship that the Taj has been described as having been designed to giant and finished by jewelries. The only thing and the matter is the object in the Taj is the casket of the emperor, which was built besides the queen as an afterthought, Legend has it that during his 8 years long alienment and imprisonment, Shah Jahan used to intensely view the Taj lying on the bed through a diamond fixed in the wall in front of a particular angle. Wow! As a tribute to a woman of exotic beauty and as a monument of a love story which is keeping us engrossed even when we are reading through these pages here. Truly an everlasting romance of a love not ended as yet. The Taj reveals its subtitles to its beholders. The rectangular base of Taj is in itself symbolic of different sides from which to view a beautiful woman. The main gate is like a veil to a woman's face, which should be lifted delicately, gently, and without haste on the wedding night. In Indian tradition, the veil is lifted gently to reveal the beauty of the bride. As one stands inside the main gate of Taj, his eyes are directed to an arch which frames the Taj. The dome is made of rich marble, but the dome is set against the plain across the river, and it is his background that works. It's magic of colors that, through their reflections, change the view of the Taj Mahal. The colors change at different hours of the day and during different seasons. The Taj sparkles like a jewel in moonlight when the semi-precious stones inlaid into the white marble on the main mausoleum catch and reflect back its glow with a better gleam. The Taj is pinkish in the morning, milky white in the evening, and golden when the moon shines. These changes, they say, depict the different moods of a beauty of any kind. So this is the beauty of Taj Mahal marbles, change of the color whole day. Different people have different views of the Taj Mahal, but it would be enough to say that the Taj has a life of its own that leaps out of marble, a masterpiece of the art and science of architectural tips and tricks, a representative of an era called the Mughal period, surpassing any authority to add or de-add anything in any sense in or out of the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal stands tall with grace, is not just a parable epitome of emotional and eternal love between a man and a woman, but for other reasons too. Emperor Shah Jahan, who commissioned the construction of the Taj Mahal, desired to create it also as a symbol of solemnity, harmony, purity, and spirituality as well. So, this is the inner part of the making of Taj Mahal. The Taj is simply a majestic tribute to an exotic beauty. The saga of the Taj would be half told if the mighty related to its not mentioned. Like many a great buildings, the Taj Mahal has its myths and legends. It seems that there is more fiction on the Taj than serious scholar research. Several of these stories belong solely to oral traditions and are told by a guide. Some are so established that they form a popular history of the monument and have made their way into guidebooks. And some have been taken up by scholars or even created by them and thus become part of the surely and a strong debate itself. What are the facts more regarding this beautiful monument? To the last category belongs the oldest tales of the Taj. Here, the most widely known is the story of the second Taj, the Black Taj, which Shah Jahan intended to build in black marble opposite the present mausoleum right now on the side of the Mehtab Bagh. It goes back to the Jean Baptist Tavernier, who, when at Agra in 1965 AD, reported that Shah Jahan began to build his own tomb on the other side of the river, but the war with his son interrupted his plan totally and unable to complete it. And Aurangzeb, who regime at present is not disposed to complete it. Saja was put under house arrest by his own son and successor by force Aurangzeb. The latter did not agree with his father on most issues and was particularly opposed to him building a black Taj like this as his own mausoleum, you can say. Or, upon Shah Jahan's death, Aurangzeb made the body of the emperor, who got the body of his beloved Mumtaz, is a golden casket from Burhanpur to Agra, carried in a boat by only two men and buried him in the Taj next to his wife is probably the simplest manner. Saja, the emperor who fulfilled the wishes of his beloved, could not find fulfillment of his own wish to build a black Taj to express his mourning for the beloved Queen Mumtaz Mahal even after his death. That was the serenity in the purity of the love. So this is all the story of Taj Mahal. I have told you this is the basic what happened that time by the emperor for her love. I hope you loved it and please make sure to hit the subscribe bell and like below this video so that I will be bringing another good video very soon. And also share the video link on WhatsApp group, Facebook, Instagram and on other groups. Thank you so much.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun.
Hello my friends, this is Admin Sunny and this is not the Stars Biography channel, this is Sunny's GK World. Now in this video I will going to tell you something very unique about a very fantastic friend of mine and a very fantastic and beautiful, gorgeous actress of Hollywood film industry. None other than Angelina Jolie. She is one of my favorite friends on earth, without any doubt. So many times we get in contact with each other on social media platforms like Thread and Facebook. But I respect this lady a lot. She is one of my favorite actresses. Not only actress, she is a very, very nice, kind, and loving and caring human being. That's what I have noticed in my friend Angelina. So, in this video, I will going to tell you about the uniqueness of this gorgeous actress Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie is often described as many things at once. An action heroine, a heartbreaker, a mysterious rebel, a humanitarian, and a woman who has constantly reinvented herself behind the glamorous image of the Tom Rider star lives a life filled with emotional turmoils, bold choices, deep struggles, and remarkable resilience. Her journey from a troubled childhood to becoming one of the most influential, you can see, a brilliant and talented woman in the world, is a story of transformation shaped by pain, courage, and self-discovery. Angelina Jolie was born on June 4, 1975 in Los Angeles, California, into a famous Hollywood family. Her father, John Boycott, was already a successful actor, and her mother, Marceline Bartrand, was also an actress. I am really sorry for that. If you have any pronunciation in dictating the words, it may not be like in the same way of American style, because I am not from America, keep in mind. Was also an actress who later sacrificed her career to raise her children. Jolie's birth brought immense joy to her father, who later recalled holding his newborn daughter and feeling that she looked very wise, like an old friend. These are few beautiful words by his father, told very wise like an old friend. Her godparents included well-known actors Jacqueline Bisset and Maximilian, and her extended family was filled with artists and performers, making acting almost inevitable. Despite this glamorous background, Jolie early life was far from stable. Her parents' marriage fell apart shortly after her birth, mainly due to her father's decision when Angela was just 1 year old. Her parents divorced. That was a very bad patch of the life. I am sorry to say, but I don't like all this divorce and all. Once you got married, you have a child, it's your duty to perform the whole life with each other. Divorce is a dark spot in a human's career. As per my choice, I am not interested for all these useless things. It means you are destroying your own life as well as others' life. So this is my rule, but the whole world cannot be motivated by my rule. This is my another rule. And her mother moved away with Angelina, and her brother James Heaven, while John Hogarth's career continued to flourish. Marceline devoted herself entirely to raising her children, instilling them independent and emotional openness. Jolie grew up in a relatively liberal household, raised as a Catholic but never forced into strict religious practices. From an early age, Angelina showed signs of being unconventional and intense. She openly spoke later about her early sexual curiosity and rebellious nature, describing herself as a child who constantly got into trouble. Movies played a major role in her childhood as her mother often took her to the cinema. This shared experience rather than her father's fame sparked Jolie's interest in acting. She loved dressing up, performing at home and staging little shows, often when her brother acting as the cameraman. Angelina made her first on-screen appearance at the age of 5 only in the film Locking to Get Out. It steered her father and mother, although the role was small, it marked the in the movie. Now, the thing is very important that when marked by emotional instability and troubling behavior, Jolie later admitted to being careless and even cruel with animals, a reflection of the inner chores she struggled with. An unusual fascination with knives and weapons, an interest that began at a renaissance, you can say, fair, and followed her into adolescence, sometimes with dangerous consequences. As a teenager, Jolie felt alienated and out of place, especially after returning to Los Angeles and attending Beverly Hills High School. Suddenly, surrounded by wealthy students, she felt like an outsider due to her family's modest income. She was teased for being thin and awkward and so on. Various types of words used that time, which I cannot dictate here, which deepened her sense of isolation. After early modeling attempt failed, she transformed to an alternative school where she embraced a punk identity, dressed in black, and moved slowly and surely. And openly rebelled against social norms. During his period, Jolie struggled deeply with her mental health. She experienced depression, self-harm, and destructive impulses, eventually seeking therapy and receiving a diagnosis related to social psychopathy and tendencies that time. Despite these challenges, her mother encouraged her to channel her emotions into acting. Jolie enrolled at the Lee Starberg Theatre Institute where she studied method acting of 2 years. Though she initially left due to lack of experience, the training laid the foundation for her intense and immersive acting style. Jolie's early personal life was equally turbulent. She entered a serious relationship at a very young age, and her mother allowed the couple to live together to avoid rebellion and emotional distance. By 16, Jolie began repairing her relationship with her father, who became a mentor in her acting ambitions. She briefly returned to the modeling and appeared in music video and student films, slowly building confidence and exposure. Her first major film role came in 1992 with Cyborg 2, a low-budget sci-fi sequel, you can say, although she was excited to star in her first Hollywood lead role, but she was deeply disappointed by the final result and later described feeling physically ill after watching it. The film was a critical and commercial failure, but it marked an important turning point. Angelina dropped her father's surname and became now professionally as Angelina Jolie. This is the name she got by this sense. Now this is the important turning point. Angelina dropped her father's surname and became known professionally as Angelina Jolie. Despite setbacks, Jolie persisted. Her breakthrough came with the 1995 film Hacker, where she played a confident and charismatic hacker. Although the film initially failed at the box office, critics noticed Jolie's powerful screen presence. Around this time, she married her co-star Johnny Lee Miller in a highly unconventional blood wedding, where she wore black and wrote his name on her shirt in her own blood. The marriage was intense but short-lived, mirroring the emotional volatility of her life at the time. Professionally, Jolie continued to grow through roles in films like Foxfire, where she portrayed a rebellious teenage leader, and later through television projects such as George Wallace. Her performance in George Wallace earned her critical acclaim and major award nominations, proving her dramatic abilities and capabilities. this success lead to her casting in HBO's biological film Jia, where she portrayed troubled supermodel Jia Karengi. The role of Jia became a defining moment in Jolie's career. Growing from her own struggles, she delivered a raw and haunting performance that stunned audience and critics alike. The film earned her a Golden Globe, a Screen Actor Guild Award, and this is a very, very important turning point, and Emmy nomination. It was both personal and professional breakthroughs, forcing Jolie to confront her demons while establishing her as a serious actress. As ultimate rise to global fame came and Girl with Girl interpreted 1999, playing the violet and magical Lisa Raw. Jolie dominated the screen and stole focus from the film lead. Her performance earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress along with multiple other honors. At just 24 years old, Angelina Jolie had reached the peak of the Hollywood recognition. That's beautiful. This is the quality of this great lady and my best friend ever. Through fame, brought controversy, intense media security, and public misunderstandings, it also marked the beginning of Jolie's transformation from a troubled teenager and self-destructive young woman. She evolved into a globally respected actress and humanitarian, and her later work as a goodwill ambassador. Her advocacy for refugees and her dedication to for the human beings would redefine her public image entirely. Angela Jolie life story is not one of simple success but of constant struggle throughout the life, and with his having high quality courage in Angela I saw myself right now. She is a brilliant, talented and courageous woman on earth. And as a friend, I promise her if whenever she looks my this video, I am with you, my lovely friend. Her journey proves that even the most broken beginnings can lead to a profound purpose, and that true strength often comes from facing one's darkest moment head on. So don't you worry, you have to struggle your life. Life is never easy for anyone. So this is some story and realities about this beautiful, gorgeous, talented friend of mine. I salute to my this gorgeous, talented friend, not only because she is a Hollywood great actress. Oh, no, no, no. I appreciate because I know her somewhat as a good human being, caring, loving, and thinking woman. She is what I have noticed as a friend of Angela. Love you, love you, love you. One more thing. The people, the person, the ladies, the girls who feels that marriage is all everything, you are wrong. Care, feelings, wait for a good friend who takes you on and on with strong remarks and who touches you, who stops you if you do something wrong, is a true and pure love. That's what I have for Angelina Jolie. God bless you and always with you. Love you, madam. Thank you, Admin Sunny here. feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching an insulated world. I am Anthony, making a disclaimer from my side that this is the video I have created on the for educational and promotional use, so that a visitor, a fan, can increase his own knowledge for the world. That's the concluding video, man.
Geography of Spain. The history of Spain, from ancient civilizations to modern democracy. Spain's long and eventful history is the product of many civilizations. Iberians, Celts, Romans, Visigoths, each leaving behind enduring cultural, architectural, and linguistic influences. Over thousands of years, Spain transformed from a prehistoric land of tribes into one of the greatest empires in world history, later experiencing decline, dictatorship, and finally a return to democracy in the 20th century. Prehistoric and early civilizations. Archaeological discoveries in Spain show evidence of human habitation dating back over 1 million years. The Atapuerca caves in northern Spain.
Hello friends, I am Admin Sunny and you are watching Sunny's GK World. In this unique video, I want to concern something very unique about the Mahabharata, the very important mythological book, worship book of Hindus. In interpretation of the overall connection between the Mahabharata, Russia, and future prospects included in this video. Before starting this video, I request you once again, so that you never miss the upcoming videos from our side regarding various types of different knowledge about the fact which a normal person doesn't know about. Imagine being told that an ancient Indian epic like the Mahabharata secretly mentions a modern nation such as Russia, and that this reference appears to align uncanny with today's geopolitical realities. Would you dismiss it as coincidence or consider the possibility that ancient seers encoded future visions in symbolic language that we are only now being to interpret it? This idea forms the foundation of a growing narrative that links Hindu scriptures, propitious and modern global conflicts. This decision is not meant to glorify any nation or promote fear, but to explore a belief system that calms religion, wars, and destiny stand on the same timeline. According to this view, when the bird descends into jaws, one northern land covered in snow and cold remains standing even after global destructions. The central question raised is why. Some believe that Lord Krishna himself granted a divine boon to a northern nation, ensuring its survival during the Great War of the Kali Yuga. According to these interpretations, that nation is not India, but it's Russia, Whether this is mythology, symbolism, and speculative prosperity is open to debate, but the idea continues to fascinate many people. The Mahabharata and its global references, what are they? The Mahabharata, composed by Maharishi Vedvyas, is one of the longest and most influential epics in human history till date, consisting of nearly 100,000 verses. It is often called the fifth Ved, but people don't know, and narrates the great dramatic war between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Beyond warfare, it explores philosophy, duty, morality, and the nature of time. Traditionally, the epic is associated with the Indian subcontinent. However, some scholars and interpreters argue that it also references distant regions and kingdoms. In the Sabha Parva Book of Assembly Hall, particularly chapter 51, a list is given of kings who attended Yudhishthira Rajasuria Yagna. Among these names is a region described as Rosha or Rusa, R-U-S-A or R-O-S-H-A, which some modern interpreters associated with present day is called as Russia. Do you understand why? This is the fact I have included this story so that to increase your knowledge regarding mythology of India and mythology of the world. This identification is not universally accepted by historians. Most academic scholars treat these names as symbolic or referring to Central Asia, Central Asian tribes, rather than modern nations, state still proponent and of the theory argued that ancient geography was far broader than commonly assumed. So, part by part, we will go through the matter. India-Russia friendship and its symbolic meaning. What's that? In modern times, India and Russia have shared a long-standing strategic partnership from Cold War diplomacy to military and political cooperation. Russia has frequently supported India on international platforms, including at the United Nations. These historical facts are often cited by believers as evidence of an ancient karmic bond rather than mere political alignments. Some narratives suggest that this friendship predates modern politics and extends back to the era of Lord Krishna. According to legend, a northern king, sometimes named Rushk, that is R-U-S-K, or Rose, R-O-S-H, approached Lord Krishna during or after the Mahabharata war, seeking or serve dharma. Lord Krishna, preparing to leave the earlier realm, is said to have blessed the king's land, declaring that it would remain strong in Kali Yuga, means Kali Yuga, and protect righteousness when Adharma peaked. Again, it is important to note that such stories do not appear clearly in critical editions of Mahabharata, but circulate in folklore, religion, tradition and later text. Bhavishya, Malika and apocalyptic books, what they said. A major cause fueling these beliefs is the Bhavishya Malika, a prophetic text attributed to Acharyanandaji Das, a 15th to 16th century Odia saint and one of the Panchashak, means five grand saints of Odisha. He is believed by followers to be Trikaldarshi, means who can see beyond the limit. Its Hindi word is Trikaldarshi, or the people who has the knowledge beyond the limit is Trikalgyani. One who can see past, present and the future. It is called as Trikaldarshi, who sees what is past, present and what will be the future. The Bhavishya Malika contains numerous prophetics and about moral decline, wars, famine, natural disasters and the eventual arrival of Kalki Avatar. Some verses are interpreted as predicting a massive global conflict resembling a world war involving India, China, Pakistan, Europe, the Middle East and the West. According to these interpretations, the war would last several years, result in unprecedented destructions, famine and social collapse and calm millions of lives worldwide. However, the text is believed to suggest that India and Russia would ultimately survive the devastation through, though not without suffering. So these are the danger nations of the upcoming features what I am discussing about here in this video. Russia and India would ultimately survive the devastations through, though not without suffering. Believers argue that Russia's survival is linked to Krishna's ancient blessings, placing it as a protector of Dharma in the final stage of Kali Yuga. Archaeological and other types of claims. Supporter of the theory of an city, archaeological findings in Russia and surrounding regions, claiming the discovery of symbolic such as swastika, fire altars, and idols assembling Hindu deities. They also point to linguistic similarities between Sanskrit and Slavic languages, suggesting a shared Indo-European root. Mainstream archaeological and linguistic to acknowledge Indo-European connections but do not support the conclusion that ancient Russia was a Hindu civilization. These interpretations remain speculative and are often criticized by so many selective using evidences. Hindu Hinduism in modern Russia. In recent decades, Hindu philosophy, especially through kaun and the Bhagavad Gita, has gained followers in Russia, while Hindus remain a small minority. Interest in yoga, Vedanta, and Krishna consequences has increased Russian tradition and towards the view of Bhagavad Gita are widely read not only by Hindus but also by spiritual seekers. Some enthusiasts interpret this culture interest as fulfillment of prophecy. However, from an academic perspective, this trend is better understood as part of global spiritual exchange rather than religious transformation of a nation. Now, what is the conclusion at the last? It is very, very important. Conclusion, faith, symbolism, and the future. The idea that Russia was blessed by Lord Krishna and destined to play a major role in the end of Kali Yuga exists at the intersection of faith, mythology, prophecy, and modern geopolitics. For believers, ancient texts are not merely stories but quoted timelines of humanity's faith for sketchpad. These interpretations reflect symbolic thinking applied to contemporary anxiety. What is certain is that ancient sculptures like the Mahabharata and texts such as the Bhavish Malika continue to influence how people interpret the present and imagine the future. Whether these prophecies are destiny or metaphor remains an open question right now. One that ultimately depends on personal beliefs rather than historical proofs. If everything is already written, the final question remains, are we moving blindly towards fate, or do we still have the power to choose a different path? Depends on you, what you choose. So this is the story which I took for my fans and friends around the globe. Please hit the subscribe bell and like below this video so that you never miss the upcoming mythological or different type of stories on Sunny GK World. Keep supporting and also follow my Facebook page